Yep.
I want Luton's body that's right next to me.
Okay, let me do intro thing, and then we will get to the looting. Last time, after enjoying their first real night in their new lodgings, our heroes got a taste of what their new support staff can do. With Jinx going MIA for most of the day, the party got acclimated to a beautifully cooked breakfast, an amazing brewery setup, and an overflowing garden full of plants to help keep the bar in top shape. With some choice warnings and strategy over business practices, the party strategized over their next move to make, ultimately deciding to take a quest from Mayor Cornwallis Higgins to check on the silent northern settlement of Doveport. After meeting with Wallace and accepting their first major task in Brigada, a familiar face appeared in the lusty barmaid, the Norellian champion and mercenary Kimmy Throttlelock, bearing apologies for her actions 7 years ago, and offering up information on the current state of the Empire. In the morning, our heroes set out north for the closest town of Seawell, with Jinx nowhere in sight. Along the way, they were ambushed by bandits, who were in turn ambushed by a wandering Knoll war party. With their attackers slain and the rain starting to fall a little less, the members of the Iron Tempest start to press forward once more. Okay, so, you killed everything. There were... all the bandits were killed by gnolls. There was the one bugbear that got pin-cushioned, and then there were 8 gnolls, I believe. So,
are we moving around in order?
I'm going to say for the sake of brevity, because I got shit I want to get to tonight, we're not even going to use the map. I'm just going to say you guys saw that where the traps were on the map. Actually, Verna, go ahead and roll perception or investigation for me.
I would like to use one of those, please.
Yeah, you guys all see the traps laying around. You know what to look for. You see small, like, leaves and things that look like they've been thrown over some sticks that, you know, to kind of stay away from those things. Tombar, it's kind of harder for you to make them out, but Verna does show you what to look for so you don't step on anything. Brad, go ahead and roll 1d4. Okay, you gain 3 HP back. You take a swig of one of these brews that you made over the night, and it makes you feel better. Better than you were feeling, for sure. I feel like the infusion process went pretty well. See, for sake of brevity, we are going to just go ahead and roll these. And did I lose a dice? No? Okay. Alright, on all these things you find about 100 gold. And on a couple of the bandits, you do kind of... The gnolls themselves actually don't have much on them. I mean, they're gnolls. They really don't carry anything other than just, like, body parts and simple weapons and things like that. However, on the bandits themselves, you do find 100 gold that you can split amongst each other if you want. And you find 4 what looks like very fine paintings. You find one of the sacks that the bandits were hiding behind some of the rocks, and it appears that there are several fine paintings that are in there. Apparently, they might have, or it looks like they might have ambushed a trader that was coming through this area recently before y'all got there.
How will they look hanging up in the bar?
They're pretty nice. They're not like something fancy you would find in a museum somewhere, but they're pretty pretty nice landscapes of the area. You would have to roll
History?
history, yes.
I'm just getting out skill monkey by the fucking rogue right now.
Let's give him to Zim because he has the big bag.
No.
Verna, you having dealt with stuff like this before in your past, being the connoisseur of fine art that you are, you know that each one of these paintings is worth approximately 250 gold apiece.
Approximately.
You cut out, bro.
Shit. Yeah, that's going to happen a lot because somebody's on their iPad right now. So, unfortunately, so each one of these paintings that you have found out is worth about 250 gold apiece.
And there's 4 of them?
There is 4 of them.
How many marks does that equate out to?
You can't buy marks with them. You do not have a...
But if we find
say
somebody
this.
looking for paintings that is offering marks, then that would work. But we can't like directly buy marks with gold. Is that weird?
Right. It's about 10 marks worth. Or
Okay.
100 marks, excuse me.
So potentially, if we find the right person offering, we could get marks.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could potentially, yeah. Or if you just wanted to sell them off for gold, if you found the right buyer, you could do that too.
Yeah. Whatever the groups want, whatever everybody wants to do with it.
I will say though, one of these paintings is pretty large. It's probably about, I want to say about 3 feet by 6 feet. Landscape of one of the local lakes. It looks like very beautiful painting, but it is quite big. Also,
Put him in the automaton. What kind of chips you got?
Or is he kind?
Just cheap generic chips and salsa.
Basic.
basic bitch.
Hey, welcome back.
No, they're the one Dixie brand.
So was this 100 gold total, or was this 100 gold apiece?
It's 100 gold total that you can split amongst each other, and then you've got the roughly 1,000 gold worth of paintings.
Well, that's a good haul. Let's split the gold, I guess, with everybody.
I don't know.
Will the paintings fit into the bag of holding?
That depends how big is the mouth to your bag of holding.
I mean, isn't that like a standard thing?
I don't know actually. Let me look. Bag of holding.
And to be fair, I also didn't hear the measurements that you gave for the larger of the paintings.
2 feet in diameter and 4 feet deep. So yeah, it would
4 feet deep.
Yeah, one of the paintings would be too big for the bag of holding. However, it is covered in like a burlap cloth. You could probably strap it to your automaton.
Okay.
I would say if you want to do that, just roll. Sleight of hand, I guess, to try and attach it to your.
Okay. I don't know if that's gonna be good or not. Nope.
Ugh.
Or sleight of hand would have helped me tie this to the thing here. Damn. Double net.
Wow.
Oh man.
I'm gonna need those loaded dice back.
Holy so tied on that you'll never.
Tonight with these rolls, like I hope it doesn't get all used up on shit that doesn't.
Tomvar, you kind of try and strap the painting to the back of your automaton as best you can, but the ropes are a little.
Yeah.
They're a little wet from all the rain, and it slips out just a little bit. One of the corner from the biggest pieces kind of gets in the mud a little bit. The burlap does take most of the mud, but
Okay.
some of it did soak through a little bit. Hopefully that didn't like damage the value any. Verna, you managed to help him though. You
Verna comes and saves my fucking ass on that shit.
Yeah, you kind of show him how to wrap the ropes with some of the burlap to make sure that it stays a little more secure than it was before. And it's on there pretty good right now, so it is not going to move anywhere.
God, I hope not.
If you're never getting it back down, that's gonna be the problem.
Yeah, right. The double nat 20's gonna bite us in the
Is
butt.
it
trying to
covered
off.
though, so the rain doesn't mess it up?
Yeah, it is covered.
Okay.
Hopefully, I've gotten my shit rolls out of my system. Roll some good ones now. Come on, damn.
Yeah, as you guys as you move forward, at this point you've been traveling probably about half a day. It is starting to get later in the afternoon though. The rain's let up a little bit. Not too much though. It's still kind of wet outside. You're still probably about a good day's journey away from Seawell. Roll. Whoever wants to can roll perception checks real quick just to see if you notice anything in the area.
Didn't hear anything that you said up until that point. We're how far out from Seawell still?
You're about a day out from Seawell still.
This is the thing that precipitated this.
Just to
Make
check.
any perception.
Just to check and see
Okay.
if you notice anything in the area.
Okay. No.
And yeah, all these would be at disadvantage because of the rain. Verna, the rain's starting to get to you a little bit. It's kind of hard for you to see anything. But as you look around, you don't seem to see anything too dangerous. You do find a couple more traps that are laying out on the road. Tonvar, your automaton the sensors seem to be messed up for some reason. You might need to get that looked at.
Yeah, I need to do a recalibration when we get back to
Yeah.
the point where I can do that.
Not sure if it's the rain or what, but something seems to be playing off your sensors. Brad, you almost step in another pit trap, but Verna pulls you away at the last second before you do. And yeah, so you guys make it towards the evening with no incident whatsoever, but it is starting to get kind of dark. Crank looks at everybody and says, "Well, do we want to set up camp here?"
A preferable shelter around?
Roll survival.
Sure.
Verna, you don't really see anything that would be useful. Flint, you do find a nice little canopy of trees that looks like it's blocking out a lot of the rain. You could probably set up some kind of camp there for the night that would be fairly dry.
Hey guys, girls, I found something. Let's go over there.
Okay.
Crank's gonna say, if somebody wants to keep watch for about 4 hours so I can shut down, I'll keep the rest of the night.
Somebody wants to keep watch for 4 hours so he can shut down.
I'm out.
The blind.
I can take first watch. I can take first watch.
Alright.
I should more presumably be one of the freshest, considering most of the traveling I've been riding in the autumn. Oh.
Okay. I would say go ahead and roll
Let's
perception.
do it all by initiative.
Well, only need to be one watch because Crank's going to take the rest of the watch so you guys can get some sleep.
Right.
Crank just needs to go shut down for about 4 hours so that he can rest himself a little bit.
4 hours. Okay.
So go ahead and roll perception real quick just to see how your watch goes.
Okay. Getting these notifications right in the window I need to go to go push the...
Sleep.
Wait, so do I roll with my automaton's perception when I'm inside it, right?
You
Not
can.
mine, with a bonus?
You can, yeah.
I get a bonus or with my rolling my own? No?
Well, what it would be is you could use yours
Or with
or the
advantage.
automaton's, and I believe the automaton has like +5 or 6 or something to its.
It has our net is the same +1, but because the automaton has that add-on, it has advantage for sound-based
Oh, right, okay.
perception check.
Yeah, so you would get advantage on sound-based perception checks then if you wanted to use that.
Okay, so I'll just continue to use. Yeah, I mean the net is a +1 because like it has a lower wisdom, but I don't have the +2 it has. So.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Anyway.
I will say you kind of you work with the dials a little bit while you're in the middle of your watch just to see if you can kind of figure out what's wrong with those sensors. You do find that a couple of wires were getting a little bit frazzled from the rain. You replace those, no problem. And the sound sensors actually fire back up, no problem. And you do start seeing like some small critters and things just walking around throughout the night. You see like a flock of bats flying around. Other than that, it's a quiet night.
Okay.
And your watch ends with no problems.
Okay. My Discord on my computer is fucking keeps having notifications right when I need it. Flex seal.
That's a lot of damage.
Damage.
It's a lot of damage. Flex seal.
And I will hand off to Crank.
Okay. Crank seems to wake up, quote unquote, from this trance-like state that he's in, to where he just kind of goes blank for a few hours. The runes on his body just don't seem to be glowing as much, but now they're glowing up again, and he nods to you, assuming that nothing bad happened through the night.
Nothing. Report.
And he looks over you and says, "All right, get some sleep."
I'll turn in.
All right, and
the automaton need to shut down at any point? Is it have a requirement like
I
that?
mean, it doesn't have to do anything really.
Okay. Well, I'll set it to like a passive, whatever, assist. Just kind of like be scanning while I sleep then to help.
That'll give him help on these. Yeah, it's a good thing too because you rolled that one on one of those. Yeah, uneventful night. It starts raining a little more heavily than it was before during the middle of the night. The trees seem to be kind of keeping you guys dry as much as possible, though. Crank and your automaton don't sense anything, no problems whatsoever. In the middle of the night, they did hear more knoll laughter, but it was far, far off, so Crank assumed that it would probably be okay as long as you guys get going early in the morning. And dawn breaks. Dawn breaks. Crank goes to wake everybody up. Runs his rooster.exe program. He just looks over at everybody and says, "It's a quiet night. You need to get on a move on, though. There's probably gnolls in the area still."
Get packed up and get to moving.
Morning, not me.
Okay. I will say everybody go ahead and write off one ration for breakfast.
Take all.
Write off one ration out of your inventory for breakfast.
How do you do that?
Just you have rations. Just take them
Well,
off.
you're supposed to take what I. You're supposed to add it last time.
Yeah.
Or is that when I went to sleep?
Yeah. Brig gave you guys a week's worth of rations, so you should have 7 rations as one of your resources. So you just take one of those off.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink another one of these.
You don't have to. I mean, you're already healed, completely full from resting for the evening.
Oh well, never mind.
Do roll medical check on yourself real quick though.
I'm looking for it.
That bite wound you got on your leg is festering.
Well, that's nice.
It does not feel good right now. You don't know if it's because of the rain that's kind of exacerbating things a little bit, or what exactly it was that you got bit with. It does not look good though.
Sam, look at my leg.
What is?
The thing bit me yesterday. Oh, that works too. Somebody look at my leg.
Flint finds some nice grasses and things around the area.
I mean, I'm not just. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make a wild stab and take a look at the wound.
It's looking kind of brownish green. It's oozing.
Did I notice that the gnoll that diseased, or was that something?
I don't remember actually. I think you did actually.
I don't.
I
I
think.
think I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did have a perception check or something where I was looking particularly unwell compared to the others.
Yeah.
But okay, so poor nature roll, but a bit of a amateur's luck with that medicine roll, and I couldn't figure out what's going on.
I will say, with Flint's herbalism kit, he managed to find like some mint and some other small plants that you can use to kind of make a salve for it. With that medicine check, you were able to put a bandage with some medicine on it, onto the wound to keep it from spreading for the time being. That means that Brad, you will not be taking disadvantage on Dex checks for the day.
We'll have to keep a close eye on this. You be sure to speak up if you notice it spreading or anything else strange happening.
You just smell like the hot shit I took last night.
Oh,
Yeah, Crank's just like, I don't have a nose, but I can feel that. So the rain starts letting up a little bit. It's still like a misty rain throughout the day as you guys continue to travel. Staying on this main road, you don't notice any more traps. Things look okay. As you start getting further into the afternoon, you crest over a hill and you do see the small town of Seawell down at the bottom. It's not a very big town. It looks probably about the same size as Whitecrest was. A few small houses. It is somewhat close to the coast.
See if I see anything out of the ordinary.
What you see is a lovely little town. Seems very quiet. Not really anything too much out of the ordinary. You do see a couple of the town guards that's posted at the main gate. There's not a wall around this town though. It's just kind of like a small wooden fence. So as far as defenses go, not anything too heavy. However,
it's just a wooden. Is it like a? Oh my god! Is it like a full-on palisade or just like a fence?
It's just like a fence. However, I will say this, Flint, with that perception check, you notice these guards are decked in heavy fucking armor.
What was that about? Somebody in armor?
The guards are decked out in
Certain heavy armor?
Yes, super heavy armor.
Okay.
A couple of them seem to be. Actually, let me listen for Crank real quick. Yeah, he knows it too. Crank sees that they are carrying a couple of like heavy maces. One of them has a giant warhammer. And you do see.
Ooh.
You see one man who he appears to be wearing a much nicer helmet with kind of his pauldrons have like these orange epaulets that are similar to the colors of the Bergotten Guards that were in Zento, which Crank is assuming is the captain. And he seems to be talking to the two guards that are at the front of the gate right now.
What was that guy's name? When
Roll intelligence to see if you remember, or if anybody does remember.
I didn't write it down. Let's, sure, why not? Should be good at that. Presumably. Let's have a 1.
Tom Varverna, you remember the guy's name was Walter Bladewalker.
There we go.
But as you happen upon this small, sleepy town, with its apparently very heavily armed guard, how do you choose to approach this? Do you want to go through the main gate, or what do you want to do?
I say, that's for direct.
Is this where the armored individual is? Is it at the gate?
Yeah, there's 3 guards. There's one that Crank is assuming is the captain, and there's 2 other guards that are probably just there posted.
I don't see why we wouldn't just go ask for directions and go looking for the person, unless this person, there's something, none of us notice anything that different than what we would expect the guards to look like for this area, right?
Well, Crank noticed that he's probably the captain, and he will relay that information to you guys.
But there's nothing like, the insignia is different, the signage is different than what we're told to expect when we got here, right?
Yeah,
No.
do
Nothing different. It all looks like what the guards were wearing in Zento, so these are probably Bergotten soldiers.
Okay, so there's nothing to make single, in other words. So there's no reason that we wouldn't, as a group, just approach them and ask, right?
I mean, you can roll insight.
Sure. Something again, unless I roll natural. Fucking 1.
They could be up to no good.
Yep, they could be.
Actually, this looks really weird to you guys. Not to Crank, though. Craig looks at all of you and is just like, just calm down, it's fine. They're just posted.
Yeah,
they're probably just posted because of the bandits in the area.
Then let's just approach and play it cool.
Okay. You all walk up to the gate. The guards notice you all walking. They see how wet you guys are from the rain. One of them walks forward and says, "Oi! State your business." State your business. What you coming through here for?
We're here on a mission from Higginbottom.
Other guy looks at you like, who the fuck is Higginbottoms?
From Mayor Cornwallis. Heard from you in a while. Wanted to see send us out to see if if everything's okay.
Hadn't heard from us. We just sent a scout back out there yesterday. Had one of our local mages send a message to him too. He should have heard from us.
He said he needed us to. He hasn't heard anything from you. We did run into some bandits and some dolls yesterday. I wonder if they might have intercepted.
The larger man that looks like the captain, he hears you mention Knowles, and he looks over at you and he says, "Excuse me, sir, dwarf. You said Knowles?"
Yeah, we ran a Knoll party that ambushed the bandits that ambushed us on the road on the way here.
Oh, crap. Yeah, the bandits have been more active in this area as of late, but we didn't think the Knolls would be here. They usually live more up north, close to where Doveport. Even further north than that, we don't have gnolls around here that often.
Well, they seem to be encroaching in this land, and even then, the waylaid any scouts that have been trying to travel south. They had the roads heavily trapped.
Well, I will say our scouts are pretty heavily armed. We haven't had any problems getting communication to Zento. Have you guys got papers on you?
Would we have gotten some sort of seal from the mayor?
Yeah. I mean, you've got your quest listing, which would basically have been your.
That'll work. Okay. Whoever has that. So, well, who's? Yeah, I'll show it. Fuck it. I have it. Make it simple. I'll show it. Hold a piece. Fuck.
He takes the listing and kind of looks over it a little bit and says, "Oh, okay. Oh, you guys were supposed to be going to check Doveport. Oh, that's why you thought that we weren't okay.
Wait, this isn't Doveport?
No, this is Seawell.
Oh, right. See, okay.
Well, he did say meet up with you.
Meet up with me. Oh, right, okay. Oh, right. Sorry, I've been losing my head lately. I got married recently. It's been crazy.
So have you heard anything from Doveport? Well, we should rephrase and redirect this conversation.
I'll tell you what, why don't we head over to the local tavern, and I can give you a little bit more information about it there.
Sounds excellent. Get out of the-
Is there a doctor here?
Doctor? What's wrong?
Is there a doctor here?
A friend, our friend here was bit by one of the gnolls.
You can't smell that shit? Ugh.
Yes, you have to excuse me, though the rain's kind of dulling my senses. We don't have any physicians here at the moment. We sent a lot of them up towards Doveport to see if they needed any help. Let me take a look at the wound. I'll see if I can do anything about it. He's going to undo the bandages on your leg, Brad, if that's okay.
Perhaps we should be doing this out of the rain.
He looks at it. Oh, God! What happened?
He was bit by a gnoll. That didn't seem quite right.
Oh. Well, Donna, bless you. I'm so sorry. That looks horrible. I've never seen any kind of wound like that before. Let me see if I can help you a little bit. He's going to take the glove part of his gauntlet off, and he's going to put his hand directly on the wound, Brad. All of you hear him say a small prayer as light kind of faintly shines from his hand. And as he does this, you see kind of the corruption that's seeping through Brad's legs just kind of melt away, basically. And the wound starts to heal up.
Good.
So it goes away.
Yeah, it goes away. He usually on hands on you.
Nice.
Fan hands cures disease too?
It does. There we go. That's
I haven't read up on 5e paladins in a while, so
that should fix things for you for a little bit anyway. You may want to get a doctor to take a look at that wound just to make sure that it wasn't anything too bad. Flint, you don't recognize these prayers at all.
Okay.
You're just used to hearing all the prayers to Yedea. You don't really understand which god this is that he's praying to.
Just checking.
Same for you, Tom Bar. Same for you, Brad.
Roll bad. Oh my god. Yeah, I give up. I'm not skill monkeying as well as I should as an artifact.
Damn. Yeah, Varda, you don't understand either. Crank doesn't think gods exist.
You rolling that one on it?
Yep.
Nobody who has runes all over his arms.
I mean, he believes in magic. He doesn't have to believe in gods.
Yeah, arcane magic has nothing to do with the
Whatever.
per se.
He kind of looks at Walter and he's like, "Some pretty fancy rune work you've got there." Walter looks over at the large construct staring him down. He's like, "Rune work? What are you talking about?" Oh, that. Oh, sorry. I'm a paladin of Uldona.
Voldon?
Uldona.
Uldona.
Yes, Uldona.
I haven't heard of this particular deity.
She's one of the newer deities. I was called into service under the goddess of law and justice. Most of the guards here have been, actually.
Interesting. Well, perhaps the comfort of the inn. Tired of what? Standing out in the rain.
Yeah, I'm a little soaked here. Let's get inside. And he's going to lead you all to the local inn. You walk inside. It is a very jovial atmosphere. You can still hear the rain coming down outside. He looks to the lady behind the he looks at the lady behind the counter and he says, "Honey, can you bring us 4, 5, 6 beers? How many we need here? How many? Who's drinking?"
Everybody raises their hand here. Convar will raise his hand. After that, we need some beer.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, just bring us about 6 or 7. We'll put them down. Verna's not really too into beer. Brad, what are you trying to check for?
I was just seeing if I knew anybody or recognize anything.
Nothing that you would recognize in here so far. I mean, it's just the same usual bar atmosphere that you're used to. You do see that they have a couple of bottles from your family's vintage that's in their wine rack. But
Not a surprise.
yeah. It does get around. The young lady starts pouring the alcohol, and I need to look at something real quick. Give me a moment. You see a beautiful young woman with brunette hair and green eyes that walks up to all of you. She brings several large mugs of ale and sets them down in front of you. As she does so, she leans over to where Walter was and kind of kisses him on the head. And she says, "I hope y'all all enjoy that. My name's Anita. If you need anything, just let me know." You see kind of this large smile just beaming across Walter's face. He looks back at all you and he's like, "She's so great. I love her so much." The problem that we have here. About 2 weeks ago, we sent a party up toward Doveport. We heard that there might be some problems with the bandits. We were going to go check out, see if anybody got hurt. Just kind of assist them in any way that we could. Again, that was 2 weeks ago. We haven't heard a single word from them.
How big of a party did you send?
6 of our paladins, a few medics, a couple of able-bodied sword hands, a few mages to try and send some messages back, but again, we haven't heard a single word. I've sent a couple more scouts up that way, but they haven't come back either. All we've really heard has been increase in bandit activity on the road, and it's getting to the point now to where I can't send any more men up that way. It's going to be too dangerous.
I wonder if it's the same issue we ran before. The bandits, and then
He kind of
could be more.
He kind of scratches the beard on his chin a little bit. It's the first time I've heard of gnolls being this far south. Like, they usually stay up in the northern lands up above Doveport. They haven't really been a problem for us. You hear kind of an old guy across the bar. Speak for yourself! The damn things have been running amok all over me farm. Well, if they've been that big of a problem, why haven't you said anything, Randall? You wouldn't listen to me if I said it anyway.
Speak up, old man. I want to hear what you gotta say.
Don't mind him, he's insane. I heard that! You listen here. These young ones think that they can get away with just ignoring the real problem. I know what they're here for. I know why they're here.
Do tell, old man.
Trying to roll insight on Randall.
Sorry, had the wrong window open.
Or did I roll the wrong thing? Trying to figure out if what he's saying
Insight would be good if you're trying to determine if he's...
Yeah, insight, he just seems like a crazy old man. You don't really know if he's telling the truth or not. Tonvar, you feel like he might know something, but as to what it is, you can't really determine it. Same thing with you, Verna. Jinx, you're not here.
Just a random intimidation in that one.
All of you, for some reason, feel Jinx just fuming from across the ether.
Jinx is wanting to be here.
Trying to intimidate the rat in the corner or something.
Yeah, Brad, same thing. He just seems like a crazy old man.
We are missing our face.
Yeah, he just seems like a crazy old man, but he might have some information, but you don't know how accurate it's going to be. He's kind of sitting there eating some soup, it looks like.
Eating
I kind of
soup.
think we need to
Soup.
listen to
We need to
him.
hear what he has to say. Say your piece, old man. We'll take it under advisement.
I'll tell you what it is. They just want our food. They want our grains. They've been hunting their lands dry, and now they've got nowhere else to go. So they're moving south, and they're taking everything they can get their grubby little hands on.
What do they normally?
Walter is going to take this question, actually. Normally, they're just scavengers. They'll try and pick off any lone travelers or any kind of animals that they can get their hands on.
But it looks like they have a hankering for Dragonborn.
Yeah. So the real question is why do food to begin with.
Because they're greedy little bastards, that's why.
You're not seeing what I'm saying, old man.
Well, you're not seeing anything it looks like.
Yes.
He does have a point, though. It is unusual that they're moving down this far. We're going to have to do some kind of
Even if their motivation isn't... Yeah, go ahead.
We're going to have to do some kind of investigation into that.
Well, you can investigate all you want. We are
we're
under
gonna-
orders to go to wherever this place is.
Pushing south stands to reason that this town could be pushed into their new territory. So whatever we need to go check, whatever, and it could be all related.
Well, and there's a slight larger problem to all this as well. He kind of
Great.
looks a little
What's the new?
little uneasy. The two that you saw at the gate, that's all we've got left.
What?
Yeah.
All you have left?
Talking about.
You've been sending people north?
Yeah, we've been sending everybody we've got north to try and figure this situation out, and none of them have been coming back. The only reason I'm here is, well, because of Anita over there. But also I got posted here recently as the last captain went missing as well. Zinto's not exactly keen on sending more soldiers this way, so that's why I'm sure Mayor Higgins asked for adventurers to come and check things out.
Alright, who's the one that left?
I tell you what.
Well, we wouldn't necessarily need anybody to come with us to investigate.
I tell you what. We'll give you as much aid as we can. You guys can stay the night in the inn here. However, I do have a small request. If you want to take it.
You broke up.
You guys can spend the night in the inn here if you want, but I do have a small request if you guys wouldn't mind taking it.
We'll hear it, but no promises.
So Seawell is located in the central lands here up to the north in Brigada. We're kind of a trading hub for all of the small farmers and farming villages around the area. We don't actually have many services ourselves. We do a lot of trade and then send it on to other ways. As such, we don't have things like an actual blacksmith here. We were supposed to have a shipment of weapons coming in from from Doveport about a week ago. As far as we know, that shipment has been picked up by bandits.
What kind of weapons are we talking about?
Just simple martial weapons. Something to kind of equip the local militia here to give us a hand, since we only have 3 soldiers. Now, last I checked from my reports, it's believed that they were taken to a small startup mining area that had been abandoned. That's where some of the bandits have been working out of recently. If we can get that shipment crate back, I think we might be able to hold off some of these vagrants that are trying to get into the city here itself. It would keep us a little safer. If you guys wouldn't mind helping us with that, then we can give you whatever other aid we can, and we'll send you on your way.
How far on the way is this mine?
It's not too far off, probably about an hour's walk from here. Actually, it's not too far from your place over there, is it, old man?
Yeah, he's right. Probably just about, right on the edge of my property line. Right before you get into the forest, there's a little strip mine.
If you have a map of the area, I'm sure we could make this detour quickly and efficiently and be on our way.
Yeah, no problem at all. I can give you anything for that. He pulls out a small map out of his pocket and lays it out on the table. He takes out a piece of coal and just kind of, all right, so here we are here. Oh, excuse me. Honey, can you get me another round? Excuse me. Honey ale. Barely got something in my throat. She says, I'll be right there with it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we're here. He makes a circle around that. The entrance to the strip mine is about right here. If you'll just take this path, you can get there in about an hour. It's not that far away. I just can't really send bodies in there at the moment.
Well, very well. For the evening. And we'll investigate. Hopefully we can get clues and find out if these bandit groups are associated with the ones. And move on to Doveport.
Alright, sounds good. If you guys need anything, my Anita can help you. Tabs on me tonight.
More beer.
Just don't drink me out of the house, please.
You may want to cut off early if that's an issue.
Do you have anybody who makes good breakfast around here?
He looks over his shoulder. I think I know somebody that can. Kind of gives a wink to the young lady behind the bar.
For breakfast in the morning, I'm going to need ham and eggs
We'll
and
see.
a beer.
We'll see what we can get for you. He stands up, puts his helmet back on. Well, I gotta go get over to the north gate and kind of keep an eye on things. You guys have a good time, and I'll see you out in the morning.
Very well.
Alright, he leaves. You guys have the remainder of the evening to do whatever you would like.
Is there any hookers in here?
Roll for hookers. I don't even know what that would be. That's a crossbow. That's what that is. Roll perception, I guess, and then charisma. Flint, you, as you sat there drinking for a little bit, you do see this very fine, shapely form over in the corner. You walk over and, kind of start, chatting her up. She seems to kind of like you a lot, actually. You think you might have a chance here. Verna, with your perception, you look over in the corner. For some reason, Flint's talking to a plant.
Nature at its finest.
Yid, what does Verna go for, actually? Anything that gives back rubs, huh? Okay. Unfortunately, you guys don't actually see any prostitutes in this store.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's back rubs. Like,
Unfortunately, you guys
really?
You don't see
Me
anything.
and my lady friend are going back up to the room.
Flint takes a potted plant upstairs.
Yep.
No judgments towards the druid. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys don't actually see anything. But you can do whatever you want for the rest of the evening. If you want to do your upkeep, if you want to, Brad, if you wanted to brew anything for the next day. If you all just want to get ready to go to bed.
I'm doing an insight on this potted plant to see what it is.
It's a plant.
Plant.
It's a kind of let's see, what is it? A ficus. It's a ficus.
Okay.
As far as you know at this point, though, it is a fine dwarven lass. God damn, I am still lagging so bad. Brad, you can brew anything if you want. Tonvar, if you want to do upkeep on your automaton or anything like that, you can do that too.
Yeah, that's what I'll spend the evening doing. Just resting, cleaning, drying shit. Brad and the dwarf are gonna tab into a blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys go ahead and roll con checks or con saves for me. Of course, Brad passes it with flying fucking colors. Brad, you are not going to have a hangover tomorrow. Verna, you're not quite used to drinking this much. Yeah, you kind of tap out early and decide to go to bed before you feel like you're gonna lose your chunks. Flint, you're drinking with a plant right now. Whatever, man.
Druid.
Yeah, that's what we're going with. Brad, do you want to brew anything for tomorrow?
Is the materials here?
You've got materials with you. Nilla gave all of you stuff, like reagents for your stuff.
Let me see. Can I try to replace the ones I have?
Well, so the way it works is those things only last for a day, so the ones that you made are already gone. So if you want to make them for the next day, you have to do them every night. But all you have to do is just roll your brewing kit and set it up for the night. It doesn't interrupt your rest or anything.
Yeah, I gotta see which one to try to do.
Isn't the way that mechanically that works is something like it goes inert after the day, and you have to like spruce it back up to make it active. And you can make a whole like brew with that stuff, right?
We're actually going off some homebrew rules that I found.
Okay.
It kind of
Okay.
fleshes.
Cool.
Yeah, it fleshes out the Drunken Master a little bit, so that's what he's using.
Okay. Nice.
I am going to
Tomvar is dropping all of his tools.
be risky, and let's try to do one of these.
Deadly Brew.
And it's a what?
DC 23.
Oh yeah, I just gotta roll my
Yeah, you just gotta roll your brewing kit.
where did it go? Come here. Probably gonna fail.
At 11. Yeah.
It's about as low as it can get.
After you had taken that hit, you kind of feel like you might have been able to use that as an infusion somehow. You're feeling your leg's feeling a lot better, but you feel like if you can try and infuse that feeling into some kind of alcohol, you might be able to weaponize it. If not, there is always a market for people who like drinking weird beer. Abram.
Say what?
But you've never done something like this before, so it's kind of hard for you to get anything out of it. And the stuff that you make overnight just isn't drinkable at all. Yeah, so unfortunately, your brewing attempt did not work for the evening. Does anybody have anything else they would like to do besides the plant before they go to bed for the evening? Jenks, you're not here yet.
I'll just sit there and make sure all my stuff's ready for tomorrow and bid my plant fair adieu and go to bed.
Okay. Jinx, I will say this. Your party does not know it, but you did come into town. You are in town with them at the moment, but you decided to leave a couple of days early because of reasons. As you are coming into town in the middle of the night, you know where she lives. You just wanted to check in on things. As you go to look into the windows of the inn where your friends are staying, Walter does see you briefly, but does not pay any attention to it, as you kind of slink off and go find your own lodging for the evening. Walter notices that you're there, but he only sees you briefly and he doesn't recognize you. And because of this, you decide to just go find your own lodging for the evening, and just kind of stay out of the way until you're ready to see everybody again. Yeah, you saw all of them talking. Actually, since you are here, go ahead and roll perception check. Perception check, real quick. You didn't see what you were looking for, but you did see the two of them holding hands and giggling a lot as they were leading each other back to their room in the end. Yeah, the windows are kind of dirty, and you didn't exactly see the exact thing you were looking for. But you do see the form of your old harp laying on a table. So with that, I will say everybody gets another good night's sleep. We'll take a break here real quick, and then we will get going with this other part when everybody gets back. So 5-minute break, and then we'll get going again when everybody gets back.
In 10?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. Athletics.
Rolls.
Try and get rid of all of your...
Trying to get some bad rolls out of the system, but I don't think it's working.
Sometimes Roll20 Zach's stupid. You can log out and log back in. That might fix it.
What, does dashboard roll 20 and come back?
How the fuck do you roll a nat 10?
Nat 1 and still get a 10. Jesus Christ, your performance is ridiculous.
That's stupid. Goddamn glamour bards, man.
Yeah. It's all about the... additional arcane secrets.
Jesus Christ.
From a nat 1.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's too bad you guys don't have your bard right now.
Yeah.
How is your performance so high? What am I missing there?
Expertise.
Oh, yeah. Expertise. Wait, no. Yeah. Expertise plus he's got... Oh, yeah. Okay.
Charisma is fucking stupid on his character, too.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking changeling. It's probably got at least a +4 from that, plus expertise, and then something else. Makes sense. Unless his charisma is already 20. which is entirely possible.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, there we go. So max charisma, so you get the +5 from that, and then +4 expertise.
Just start making passive performance checks at every.
Passive performance checks at all times. Yeah. Who am I echoing off of? Space Oddity? Oh god. I'm here, but I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna go make some pasta while we're waiting.
We're waiting on Abram.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Then we're not waiting on anybody. Jinx is performing a super underground one-man show right now. You have to know a guy that knows a guy to get in.
The problem being is the only people that know the guy are all of his alternate personalities, so that know each other.
I mean, yeah, he's got to get the tickets out somehow. I mean, wait, what's a changeling? Tonvar and Flint don't know what that is. Okay, so everybody here? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the next morning, you all wake up. Still a light drizzle outside. It's kind of foggy. There's a very light rain that's falling. Not as bad as it has been over the last couple of days, but it's still very wet outside. There's just mud piling up in the streets between these small buildings and houses that make up the town. You hear people walking around outside, horses and carts being pulled around. A few farmers are coming into town to try and peddle their wares off, but not as many as what normally comes through, especially because of the bandit problem in the area right now. As you all wake up and come downstairs in the morning, Walter walks out. He's not wearing his armor. He's just wearing like a small cloth shirt. And Anita goes back behind the bar. She sees all of you walk down and say, "Oh, good morning. Can I get you guys anything for breakfast?"
Believe ham and eggs were in order, according to one dwarf.
Ham and eggs. And a beer.
Morning beer, ham and eggs. I can get that for you real quick. Give me just a few minutes. She goes back into the kitchen, starts working. Brad, what are you rolling medicine for?
Just yeah.
It looks fine. There's no problems with it whatsoever. You feel like any kind of corruption that had been in your leg before was pulled out by Wallace or Walter the day before.
Okay, cool.
And Walter is sitting at a table, just kind of flipping through what looks like a newspaper as you all walk down. Good morning. You all look like you slept pretty well. Master Frostbeard, you've got a little plant in your beard there. Has anybody seen my ficus? Yeah.
No.
He's going to incite you. Roll deception.
Roll deception.
Deception, yeah. That looks suspiciously like ficus in your beard. Just bring the plant back downstairs before you leave today, please. He kind of straightens himself a little bit.
He's dealt with druids before.
And they come through from time to time. We have a couple of them that help on the farms. Few followers of Denagi and whatnot coming through trying to make sure that the crops get up to the levels that we need them to provide food for the area. So, actually, I managed to get you guys something. Found these in the stores this morning. It's not much, but it'll kind of help you since you guys are taking this trip for us. He pulls up a crate and kind of sets it up on the table. As you go through it, yeah, it's all we've got, but here's a few health potions. Maybe they'll help you guys a little bit. He hands each of you 2 minor healing potions.
Give him to the Dragonborn. He seems.
Was it 2 each? Is that what you said?
2 each, so 10 potions total.
Yeah, okay.
And like I said, it's not much, but a small thank you for taking this job on for us. Whenever you're ready, you can just head on out. He pulls out the map and lays it out on the table. He's going to give it to Crank, actually. Yeah, like I was saying, just head out that way, edge of the old man's property. It does kind of run along the road a little bit. It's not too close, though, but it's a pretty easy trip. I think you guys should be able to make it within an hour. Fortunately, the weather's letting up. It's not raining as bad as it has been.
We thank charity been able to give us here, and hopefully we can come up with some sort of answer for those weapons.
Yeah, no problem. We really appreciate it. Matter of fact, I'll send word back to Mayor Higgins to let him know that you guys are doing this for us. Maybe he'll give you a little bit more compensation than what we can offer you.
I'm sure the mayor will take care of us.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I actually dated my sister for a little bit. Didn't really care for her much then, but he does have a bit of a silver tongue. He kind of laughs at that a little bit. Flint, yeah, you bring the plant back downstairs. You didn't. You now understand that this was in fact a ficus, not what you thought it was last night. But you being a druid, you've slept with worse, so no big deal. Might want to get those splinters looked at though.
There was that time with the poison sumac.
Oh God. So yeah, you all have a nice hearty breakfast. You don't have to write off any rations because of that. Let's see. You all got your potions. You're rested up. Brad, your brewing, unfortunately, didn't take last night. The stuff that you made is complete swill, and you probably don't want anybody tasting that at all, so you kind of dump it out the window on the ground.
Toss it in the ficus.
Pour it in the ficus and watch it go black. That's what I was thinking too.
Oh God, the ficus rolled in that one. I'm not even joking. The ficus nat one.
The ficus roll.
The ficus. The ficus rolled in that one on its con check. Yeah, you pour some of this in there. You see the cartoon thing where the plant kind of like greens up really quick and then it just goes brown and falls over.
Just wilts instantly afterwards.
Yeah, all the leaves kind of fall out on the ground. Walter looks over and is like, "What the fuck did you do to my plant?" Dragonborn is just kind of grinning to himself.
It's like the druid messed up your flower.
I have a ficus I literally don't water for weeks at a time, and it won't die. And it's been alive for like 30 years.
Yeah, those plants are hard as hell to kill. Don't.
And he just managed to kill it with his fucking concoction.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. I can get a new one when the traders come through.
Hey, we keep it out of that druid.
He's dealt with druids before. He knows what this is like. Anyway, so you guys all get your gear together.
Is it still necrophilia if he has sex with a dead plant?
I don't even know what that would be. Necrochlorophilia? Sex with dead plants? Is that even a thing? Let's not answer those questions. You guys start getting all your gear together. You head out to the edge of town and start following the map that Walter gave you. I'm going to say travel time doesn't take too long. Necrophicosphilia. Oh, God.
Necrophycophilia?
Necrophycophilia. Okay. Anyway, doesn't take you too long to walk to the point that you're going to. You see some of the farmers kind of out tilling their fields as much as they can, trying to keep the rain from flooding their fields as much as they can. They're putting out sandbags and things just to kind of manage some of the low flooding. Later, Allie. As you are making your way to the edge of... I forgot the guy's name. The old guy.
Randall,
yeah. You're making the edge to the edge of Randall's farm. You start seeing it get a little bit more rocky, kind of towards the border of where his land is, and you do see the entrance to this mining area. It looks rough. You see like some crates and things that you can assume are some small stolen goods that are just kind of at the entrance. How do you wish to proceed?
Halfling goes stealth up there and take a peek for us.
Now with stealth, I noticed that it has 6 on it. It's an 8. The 8?
Is it supposed to be an 8?
Yes, because of my expertise on stealth and deception. Doubles whatever my modifier is.
For proficiency, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. So I have it on stealth and deception.
Right. Which would be... I don't think you get +4 to proficiency until next level.
For what?
I don't think you get your +4 to proficiency until next level, or was it this level? I forgot.
It's what with.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's my expertise on.
All right, yeah, I'll have to change it because I don't think for some reason the formula wasn't working right. So I'll just add 2 to wherever you roll.
So roll D8
on your character sheet. Go to the cog, and then there's a drop down menu next. You can change it from normal to expertise. It'll double the proficiency automatically because that's what expertise does. You double proficiency.
Is that?
No, you can do it. You can go to your cog. So you have core spells, blah blah blah. There's the cog wheel. There's a little subsection that says skills. Then there's a drop down menu on the left hand side next to each skill. You go to the skills you have expertise, and you change that from normal to expert. It'll automatically.
Here, I'll do it for you. Let me go look real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. Right. Okay, so that's gonna come. Cog. Stealth. Expertise. Hey, there you go. Okay, you should be good. So,
Did you do this deception as well?
I did not do deception. Just go ahead and roll your stealth real quick, though. If you're gonna go scout. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, the rain is still kind of masking your sound a little bit. As you sneak up to the cave, you feel like you're completely hidden. You kind of move around some of the boxes and things a little bit. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
Perception. Is that perception? Persuasion. Lame.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear down into the cave itself. But you do hear like some wind rushing through. There might be some actual air moving through the cave itself. You do feel like you hear some sounds in there, but you're not sure what it is exactly.
Sorry, my mic cut off. I had to charge it.
That's fine.
I missed the last part you said when I looked into the cave.
You look into the cave and you hear like some rushing wind, like there might be some actual air movement through there. Other than that, you hear a little bit of noise, but you can't make out what it is. Okay. Do you want to proceed in, or would you like to go back and inform your companions?
Yes, that's one.
You want to tell them? Okay. Verna comes back. Relays. Verna comes back and relays what she has heard down in the tunnel, which isn't much actually. It doesn't look to be dangerous at the moment, but you don't know what's in there actually. So
I suppose we begin to move forward. What's about?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. You all move into this mining cave. Now, I have been playing with some stuff, and if everything works the way I think it will,
To my thing, Carson.
yeah, you can.
Okay.
So what you see inside is a large, looks like a mining cave. There is a set of tracks that kind of goes down to the south, but as far as what you can tell, that's pretty much all you can see. Let's go ahead and roll initiative so you guys can just see who's going to be moving and in what order. Tonvar, are you going to be mounted for this, or are you going to stay off for now?
What's my gauge on the size of the cave?
It's probably 8-foot ceilings right now. So it's a little.
Mounted
Okay,
then, yeah.
it's a little claustrophobic.
Until it's too constrictive for the automaton to move freely, then. So it's still only a medium-sized construct at this point. So.
Yeah. You do see some. Like.
I am away from my keyboard for the second, just dishing dinner to my daughter, and I will be there to roll initiative in 2 seconds.
Okay, that's fine. You do see. Get rid of you for now. See some pillars and things that might be a little problematic as far as like head clearance, but you should be able to get through there no problem. Okay, so we have.
All right, cool. I will be definitely wary of that fact changing anytime soon.
Okay. Verna is going to actually. I will use the initiative order thing so I can see what's going on here. Turn order. Get out. Right, click a token and choose add turn. Okay. Verda. Okay, and then let me roll crank. Okay. What?
Is you got to throw the turn order screen up, and then we all click on our character. Then we hit initiative, and it'll give the number.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's how it does.
Well, I just manually edited them, so it'll be okay. Verna, you are up first.
So I guess I gotta look around, huh?
Yep. Take your
This stuff.
Take your movement. Walk into the cave.
I guess here.
Okay.
Though. And am I still in stealth, or do I have to stealth again?
You'll have to stealth again, yeah. Okay. You kind of stick to the walls as much as you can. You hide behind one of these kind of pillars that looks like is keeping the mine aloft a little bit. Feel like you're pretty well hidden. Flint.
If I light a torch, how far can I see?
30 feet, I believe it is. And you should... I'm under the assumption that you've all lit torches anyway. You already have vision for that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Duh. Hold on. Where the freak is it?
Yeah, Varda. Didn't mean to move you there. Sorry.
Where's my dark vision at?
That's right, you do have dark vision.
Yeah, I do.
That is going to be helpful for you.
Yep.
Where is the player's handbook? I need me some dwarves. That's a damn halfling. I didn't need that.
The gnomish a dwarf, so I just put my tooltip up.
Okay. Dwarf is 60 feet. Gnome is also 60 feet. Okay.
60 feet.
Let me edit you guys real quick.
The only ones that have more than 60 feet is like Drugar and Drow.
So then, you have... Let's see. That...
The major difference is with dark vision you can't see color or a lot of detail.
Yeah, let's see. That should... Let's see. This should let you see...
5, 10, 15.
Further.
Alright, what I'm going to do... Move to right there. That way I can look down this path
My
and a
God,
little bit further down.
that dark vision is ridiculous. Okay, give me a perception check real quick. $19. You hear laughing coming down from the south, and as you look down, you see the form of two gnolls that kind of seem to be looking at each other, just kind of.
I very my party members know.
Tombar, is that an item that you have?
Yep.
Bright light and 60-foot cone and dim light for an additional 60 feet? My God, you guys are fucking up my vision quest.
It's something that the automaton.
Okay. So you emit light 180 degrees, I believe. Or, wait, no, 90 in front. So emits light up to 120. And then dims off at 60. And there you go.
Yeah. Definitely planned for being in dark spaces.
There you go. Okay. So that's what you can see. Which helps everybody's dark vision because not everybody has that. So that's even better.
Correct. Which is why it's something that I had planned on building into the automaton.
Yep. So. All right. Flint, are you going to do anything else?
That's an additional on item.
Flint, are you done with your turn?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, it's mine.
Crank.
Mm.
He's going to move ahead. He sees the gnolls in front of him, and he manages to see one that's kind of sitting up on a ledge. And it looks like it has a bow, and it sees him. Yep. And it's going to take a shot. Nat 20. As Crank moves forward to kind of scout out the area after he hears the laughter and he can see the two gnolls that are kind of in front of him, Crank, who has become a little bit reckless lately, rushes forward. He pulls out his shield, but as he does so, a gnoll pops his head out from a ledge and fires a bolt, or fires an arrow that just kind of sticks right in his neck. It's one of those barbed arrows that you remember from before, and he looks like he's slowed down a little bit. Take 9 points of damage from that. And Brad, it is now your turn.
I am going to just move right here. And that is it.
Okay. Tomvar, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see. We do have squares. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move on up with Crank.
Okay. As you do so, the gnolls, who are now quite aware of Crank's presence, see the large lumbering automaton kind of kong, 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 stomping down the hall towards them. You hear them giggle a little bit as they pull out their spears and kind of level them at you. This one's going to move up, and does a 15 hit. It's going to attack you, Tomar.
Okay,
15 hits.
I need to figure out how to increase that. That's not good.
Yeah. You can actually spec into like heavier armor plates and stuff. Or
Yeah. And my next upgrade's not for till 8th level or something like that. But unless we could do some sort of roleplay way of adding stuff on.
Yeah, you could probably do some research
So-
with Kimmy also and try and figure out some extra
Okay.
armor plates.
Definitely would be a goal of mine when we have some more significant amount of downtime.
You take six points of damage from that.
Where's Crank? Because I don't see him on the map.
He should be in front of you, just like straight down.
I don't see him. I'm watching.
Crank's right next to my token.
We can't see it yet because we haven't moved up far enough.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I'm
guys
sorry.
don't have enough vision.
Oh, did they moved up?
Because you're in a cone.
Mm-hmm. I have a cone ahead of me.
Yep.
Yeah, I just don't have any
technically,
ranged, so I can't really help with
Technically, I
that.
never saw when he was behind me anyway.
Yeah, well, you're blind, so you don't see anything.
That's what I said.
All right.
Yeah, you take 6 point damage from that. 7 does not hit, I'm assuming.
No, AC 12 for the automaton.
So this gnoll comes up to you and just kind of it stabs at your knee with its spear, and it seems like it kind of connects into the gears a little bit. Your automaton starts sparking a little bit, and then it kind of, for some reason, tries to bite you and cracks a tooth.
Try to bite it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Come up here, go for crank. That's gonna miss. Another nat 20, my god. Alright.
Sounds like they have it out for dear old Crank.
Crank's gonna take 8 points of damage from that. This other knoll moves up to where Crank is. Stab. The first stab just kind of ping clings off of his stomach armor, and then the second one kind of finds a crack in the armor slightly, and he just gets it up then there really good. Crank, who you've never actually experienced him feel pain before, feels like he's hurting a little bit right now. It is now Verna's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move here because I can't see shit. I definitely don't want to move there. Oh,
Yeah, you probably don't want to move there.
I'm gonna move right here where Crank is.
Okay.
I'm guessing that they already did. I'm gonna.
Crank is currently engaged, and they do not see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna attack first. Yes.
Are you going to poison your weapon, or just hold off on that?
I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. So roll your whichever weapon you want to hit with, your rapier or your dagger.
I'm gonna try this dagger. Which I have no. Oh, I get to reroll.
Oh no.
No what?
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn it.
He's a halfling. He gets to
Fucking
try that again.
Fucking halfling.
It's only like a point higher. It's a 2 instead of a 1.
Oh wait,
Well,
no.
better.
But he's sneak attacking, so he's coming out of a surprise attack, so he gets advantage.
Oh, he's automatically got advantage. So the first
Yeah.
roll would have stood.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you scared me. Okay.
Yeah, no, so the 18 already hits.
So
That's right. Yeah, no, because sneak attack is automatically with advantage. Because they're at the reason you get sneak attack damage is because they're at disadvantage to its
Right.
the first.
So
And there's the.
sneak fight. Okay, so 9, 14. Okay. All right. So, Verna, you're kind of stuck.
Plus his dex, right?
Not for the sneak attack.
No.
I don't think.
Oh, not on the sneak attack. Okay, yeah. So his base damage automatic. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's got a base roll on it. So Verna, you're kind of stumbling around through this cave. You heard Crank and Tombar rush off. You can't see where they are at the moment, considering they were probably your best light sources. The headlamps on Tombar's automaton was showing a lot of things, but as he just moved forward, you can't see much anymore. You stumble through. You're still kind of hidden in the darkness, though, and you feel like nothing can see you. As you do, you kind of bump into the back of Crank, who currently has a spear in his gut. You see this, and you pull out that nice looking black dagger that he had made, and you just kind of stuck up under his legs. Whatever he's fighting can't see you. You now see that it's a knoll, and you jab it right in the gut. It kind of winces in pain as you hit it, and then you move back into your favorite spot.
You know it. Okay, do I have to roll stealth for that again?
I will say yes. You do not have to disengage because it is still currently with Crank, and it did not see you.
Okay. So wait, was that a yes or no cutout?
Yeah, you'll have to roll stealth again. Give me a second here. They do have dark vision. Okay. You try and get back behind Crank's leg again, but as you stab this thing in the gut, it just kind of and it sees you duck back between its legs, or between Crank's legs. So it kind of sees you and it swats at you a little bit, but it misses. You're not that well hidden, especially roll history. You don't know why, but these things can see you.
What? I did not catch that.
You don't know why, but for some reason this thing can see you.
Oh, okay.
Flint, it's your turn.
Yeah, initially, let's see, what is that? I moved from there. 10, 15, just to see what's over in here. Then want to move, finish my move and go right there. Okay. That's it, I'm done.
All right.
Done.
That's gonna miss. Flint, as you turn the corner, you do kind of hear more laughter getting close. As you peer around and you
From which direction?
From that-ish direction.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it now or not. I can, but as you peer around, you feel like you see the faint movement of a bowstring as Crank definitely see this. Tomvar and Verna, you see it as well, as an arrow flies out and just kind of pings off of his chest plate. And another one flies out and misses too. Didn't seem to do anything to him. Brad, it is your turn. Actually, wait, no, hold up. It's Crank's turn still. He is going to... cast Green Flame Blade. You see Crank's arm blade as he shink throws it out. You see the runes around his wrist kind of glow green as this fire envelops the blade on his arm. He takes this newly brandished lightsaber and just kind of cuts it across the two gnolls that's in front of him. Okay, so that one's going to take 5, and the other one is going to take 4. All right. So he cuts this gnoll down. And as he cleaves across to the other one, it kind of its fur gets singed slightly. As you see this green energy just arc across these two gnolls here, Tomvar and Verna. And now, Brad, it is your turn.
I assume Flint, where did he...
What?
Where did Flint end up? I lost track of his token.
You don't know.
Oh. He disappeared.
Yeah.
No me gusta.
All right, Brad, what are you doing?
Math.
Math. Okay.
Doing math.
Okay.
And that's a 2d6, you said?
Yep, 2d6. And the save on that is a 16, correct? Dex save is a 16. That fails. That fails. Roll a 2d6. Ooh.
How are you, Knowles, doing today?
Flint, you hear from down the hallway in front of you a loud belch as you see the burst of flame from around the corner. You think you know where Brad is now.
Goddamn Dragonborn.
As these two gnolls are engulfed in flames. You kind of angle your breath up, Brad, so you can catch the one that's on the ledge. The ledge is a little too high for you to actually climb up there and attack him melee-wise, but you do seem to kind of catch him with some of the flames.
Good.
Okay, Tonvar, it's now your turn.
So how much did he take?
He took 5. Gnolls are pretty sturdy, though. You look like you singed his fur a little bit more than it was already. He's starting to look kind of bad, but he's still on his feet. The other one doesn't seem to be phased that much. Yeah, that's going to miss, unfortunately. Tonvar, you take the big fist on your automaton back and just kind of punch the gnoll, like, ducks underneath your fist, and you clang over into the side here. You kind of feel the walls shake a little bit.
Yep. All good.
Let's see. Brad, this one is going to look at the guy that just breathed fire on it. That's going to miss. It's a 19 hit. Okay. You take 4 points of damage as this thing pulls its spear out. Stab, stab. You kind of sway back and miss the first one. The second one catches you in the chest, though. It doesn't feel like he got that clean of a hit. You don't feel like he took that much damage, but it did hurt. Verna, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go here. Wait. Yeah. Here?
Okay.
Is there something behind him, or is it just my imagination?
I don't know.
No, there's nothing there.
It's just a rock then. It's just a weird.
It's a block wall, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the one in front
Okay.
of him. I'm gonna. I can use sneak attack, right? As long as somebody's 5 feet with it.
You do get sneak attack. You do not get advantage because you're not in a surprise round.
That's fine. Oh,
Actually, take that back. You get advantage. It rolled in that one.
okay. I'm gonna do this,
Shit.
and then and then this.
Verna, you're just kind of you feel like you were having problems trying to keep yourself hidden from these things because of their sight, but you're able to weave between the legs of these two metallic monstrosities that you've been traveling with, as you kind of do like a flip around the shoulder of Tonvar's automaton and then do this surprise stab out of the darkness into this thing. You slice it in the neck. It starts bleeding all over the place. It is not looking good right now. It's lost a lot of hair and it's bleeding out onto the floor.
Dun, dun. Myself stealth back, I guess.
Okay, roll stealth. That one's not going to see you because of that one. That one doesn't see you at all. Yeah, you make this beautiful hit jumping off of the automaton's arm, and then you just kind of slide back between its legs into the shadows again. None of them saw you whatsoever. Flint, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Like what this little thing on the ground in front of me is. So I'm gonna run a...
I would say do investigation.
Oh, investigation?
Yep.
My bad.
You don't know.
Shit.
It's metal. That's all you know. It's kind of hard to see in this darkness.
Alright. I am going to step around it. Here. Then here.
Okay.
And here.
And you see the knoll directly in front of you, leveling its bow at Crank again. Roll me stealth real quick, just for reasons. Has no idea you're there. Has not a clue.
I don't think I can do anything else because I've already used my two.
Did you dash? You could.
Because I rolled a perception or an investigation.
Oh yeah, okay, you investigated the trap. That's right.
And then I moved.
You do get a bonus action though.
Okay.
You could cast Shillelagh or something. Actually, tell you what, since it did not hear you coming, you will get a surprise round on this thing. So... yeah, Shillelagh would be your bonus action, and then you'll get one surprise round attack, which would be 9 plus roll a d8. Holy crap, max damage. How much HP does this thing have?
I'm gonna knock him off the cliff.
Yeah, no, you do. So, as you're kind of sneaking up around the corner of this, you see the bear trap on the ground. What you assume is a bear trap, you're not quite sure, is kind of hard to see. But you step around it as much as you can. As you kind of hug the wall, you see this knoll standing on the edge of this large stone outcropping. It seems to be leveling its bow at your friends down below. You can see them down there. As this happens, you pull Amberhorn back from behind your back. You kind of grip it tight, and you can feel the strength that Abram gives you course through the staff as the spikes start growing out of it again. It doesn't hear you sneaking up behind it, and you take this staff and just kind of whack it in the back of the head, sending it plummeting 15 feet down onto the tracks below. As all of this happens, all of you see this knoll crack its head on the steel railing as its head basically spills out onto the floor. It's dead. This one that's not looking very good at all sees this happen as well. He turns around, points down, and laughs, and just...
And they still don't know where I'm at.
They have no idea where you are. Okay, and Crank is going to... buddy. Oh, no. Okay, that's not bad. Crank pulls that arm blade out again. He's going to try and attack this knoll right here. He stabs, though, and he misses. It's kind of hard for him to see what he's doing, Brad. He almost cuts you, but he misses you too, and he just takes a big whiff on this thing. It is now your turn, Brad. That's gonna work. Crank makes this cut. You just kind of look at him like, what the fuck, dude? And you pull your weapon out and just kind of whip the thunder trucks around your body and crack this thing upside the head. The sound echoes throughout the cavern as this thing's neck just lolls to the side, broken, as it falls over and just kind of slumps up against the wall. And Tonvart, now your turn.
I guess I'm going to and see if I sense any others coming.
Okay. Roll perception.
Trying to get there.
Sound based with advantage.
Yeah.
Based on what you can tell, nothing's showing up on your sensors right now. Seems pretty safe for the area that you're in at the moment.
Okay.
You still have your movement if you would like.
That's even. So that's with the advantage.
Yeah, that's with
Okay,
advantage.
cool. Okay, cool. Well, seems clear. We weren't expecting bandits, I thought.
Yeah, all they said was bandits. Haven't seen them.
Well, so the passage is to the left and right behind us. We haven't really explored, right?
And then there's the railing that goes to the south in front of you.
Right. So if I move over and check out this alcove here.
Dead end.
So there's just nothing there, just clean stone walls.
Best you can tell, just nothing there.
Okay. Any idea which way we should be heading, folks?
Crank just looks at you. Don't know. All they gave us was the map to get here. They never gave us a map on the inside. They never got to scout it out.
Can follow the track. Or there's the passage this direction. Anybody have a preference?
Y'all don't know where I'm.
Yeah. For all we know, the dwarf has abandoned us.
Well, that failed.
Yeah, Verna, you don't really notice anything.
Where were you investigating?
See if I could see anything like.
Brad's pointing to head down towards the tracks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess we should.
We'll continue that way first, then.
Okay.
Boop.
All right, so that's it for your movement. Verna, you're up.
I'm gonna just hide behind it. No! Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here. Hidden.
Is there anything on these knolls that is worth anything?
Not anything worth real value. It's just kind of knoll decorations and very simple weapons. Not really anything you can get for it. A couple copper maybe, but really probably not worth your time. Flint, it is your turn.
Smack! The dwarf just falls off the fucking cliff.
I will say I will give you advantage because Tonvar is standing right there and you could probably just jump on the head of his automaton. However,
Jump onto the fucking automaton.
However, that would only cut your fall by about 5 feet and you would still have to make an athletics check. As you look down, you see your friends in the darkness that's kind of walking along this mine track. You see Tonvar right below you. You kind of jump onto the canopy of his automaton, but you lose your footing and you fall down. Take...
Yeah, I'm not going to be any help to slow the fall either. Oh, God.
Take 1 point of damage as you hit your butt on the railing. Craig points. There he is.
Take what?
You take 1 point of damage.
How much damage?
Okay.
Tweak your ankle or something.
Crank points. There's the dwarf.
Well, yeah. My ears are ringing. He bounced off the canopy of the automaton.
That was good. Didn't see anything other than this little knoll. Oh, wait. There he is.
His brain.
Well, shall we continue then?
His brains are leaking out onto the ground.
Gross.
Crank's going to push forward. Hold up there. Brad, it's your turn. Be red. I remember
Oh shit.
you can only move 30 feet unless you're taking a dash action.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go any farther.
Okay.
I need to go though. It's time for bed for me.
Okay, I'll play you out for now.
Okay, defensively.
I will try. I will not kill you, I promise.
Okay. Guys, good luck.
All right, Verna's got to have a field day. She's got two big old mechanical dudes to hide behind. So
Oh yeah.
Tomvar, you're up.
All right. This alcove to my right. Do I see anything in there?
Looks like another dead end.
Okay. Nothing in it. No.
Yeah, nothing of any kind of note inside of it.
Okay. That should be my 30 feet. So there's not actually like a little over here, and like the map shows.
Ping which one you're looking at.
I'm trying. I'm clicking. It's not doing anything.
You got to hold it. Click and
Oh,
hold.
hold.
Yeah, click and hold. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you do see kind of like what looks like a little closed off shaft entrance. It looks like. And you do see like a weapon rack that looks like it has some knoll spears on it.
Here's that. Yeah, there. Okay. Well. Okay. I guess I've already moved, so I'll do an active listening check.
Okay. That's 20.
Did I double click that? Okay, there we go.
That's 20. You hear something.
Yeah, that first roll.
You hear something down. Well, first thing you hear is like some weird mechanical clanking. That you would know this does not sound commonplace in a mine. It's really odd. The other thing you hear is some like maniacal knoll laughter that's just
And I'm hearing that from the shaft?
yeah, coming down from where you not from the shaft, but from in front of you guys.
Or further south?
Yeah, further south. The shaft looks like it's closed off, so
Okay. I'll motion to the others. Anybody that's close enough, I'll say. I hear Knowles ahead.
yeah, Crank's gonna nod to you.
That'll be my action.
Okay, Verna is going to stealth. Two, and then she's going to take a dash. That is the dwarf. I don't need that one. I need this one. Sorry, Flint. Okay, Verna's going to move here. You see the halfling that's traveling with you guys. That's kind of she's kind of staking the shadows on the walls as much as she can. You see her roll into a pile of rocks that what looks like going towards a small alcove. And she's going to shout back to you guys, hey, you might want to come look at this.
Okay.
Flint, it is your turn.
Okay, Flint.
Which direction are you looking?
Towards Verna.
From what you can tell, you see what looks like a switch. That's probably about 10 feet in front of Verna.
Like on her actual position or ahead of her somewhere?
In front of where
Switch
she
is,
is.
Over this.
Into the alcove where she is.
I
So this
let
direction.
the rest of the party know.
Okay.
And I am done.
Okay, Crane's going to move here, take defensive position. Brad, it's your turn. I need you to make a dex save.
What now?
Brad, I need you to make a dex save.
Uh-oh.
As you're kind of feeling forward, you put your foot on what feels like sticks that have been placed on the ground in front of you. You immediately jump 5 feet in front of you as the floor gives way where you were standing before, and as you look back below, you were fine where you landed before. As you look back below, you see what looks like sharpened sticks about 15 feet in a hole behind you.
So on.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey guys, there's a hole there.
Nah, didn't notice that one. Oh, watch your hole go by. Oh, you're making it round.
I wanted to circle
Dark.
hole.
It's a dark hole.
It's a dark, dark circle.
Looks like a
Tube. Zoob. That was a pulsating.
Quit poking my hole. All right, Brad, are you done?
yeah.
Okay. Tomvar, it's your turn.
Oh. Now, but we're gonna go pull up here, past Crank, try and get a good look down into past Verna.
So with your passive perception, you see 2 switches down that alcove.
What, 10?
10 feet, about 15 feet away.
I'm gonna go ahead and move into the room then. Can I occupy this square?
I mean, if you can move there, you can.
Hmm?
If you move there, you can.
Okay. That's my other 10 feet of movement. Do I notice anything else then? Point of active perception.
I will say this,
Perception,
the
I
beautiful
guess.
thing about this system I got set up here, you cannot move somewhere you're not supposed to.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Unless it's like a ledge. I'll tell you if it's a ledge or something. Yeah, what you see in front of you is a large statue of Crank?
The fuck?
This thing is probably about 30 feet tall.
And then switches on this.
There are 4 switches in total in this room that you see, and this
2
large
switches on this side.
30-foot statue of Crank.
Yeah, that doesn't change what I can see. Okay. Crank, you're gonna want to see this.
What's up?
You need to come in here.
Okay. Is that your turn? Okay.
Yes.
Verna's going to move into the room. No, she's not. She's going to draw a square because that is the wrong layer. She's going to roll investigation on the area. Where's Verna? She's seeing some weird symbols on these switches, but nothing that really stands out to her. Flint, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move there.
Okay.
And do I roll perception or investigation on that little thingamajigger right there?
The thing in front of you?
Here.
That? It'll be investigation. It's some knoll spears.
It's a what?
It's some knoll spears, just some spears that the knolls have lined up on against the wall.
What about that hole right there?
Which hole?
This one.
That's the closed off shaft that Tombar was looking at before. And that is a pit trap.
5, 10, 15. And I'm going to move right there.
Okay.
For my final move.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll stealth for me, Flint. Nope, never mind. Don't worry about it. As you move there, you see a knoll kind of dash out from behind the rocks. It was a 14 hit.
Even.
Then it hits.
Damn it.
Let's go to the attacker.
You take 4 points of damage as this knoll dashes out from behind this rock and just laughing at you. You see spit just dripping from its mouth. It comes at you with its claws and slashes you across the chest. Crank's going to see this. And he's going to run up. He's going to yell at you, "Get behind me!" He's going to pull his blade out. He is going to... What tricks does Crank have right now? Yeah, he'll do that. Okay. You see Crank hold his hand up, and it starts glowing red hot. As you see this gout of flame burst forth from his fingers. That's going to fail. You see this fire just burst forth on this very, very nasty looking knoll that jumped out in front of you, Flint. As all of the hair is burned away from this thing, all you see left is just diseased flesh. Flint, I will say as a bonus action, you can go ahead and make a medical check on this thing if you want. you see chunks of flesh that just seem to be dropping away from its frame. Parts of it almost look skeletal. It looks really weak. It's just very sickly. The skin seems to be kind of bubbling with some kind of God knows what. This thing looks disgusting. And it kind of looks at you just slobbering. Brad, it's your turn.
So... Shit. Hold on, I'm looking for something. Okay. To use flurry of blows.
Okay.
And does that give me... Is it 2 thunder chucks in a martial art?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. As you roll it behind Crank, you can smell whatever this is that's in front of them right now. Yeah, and now it smells like burnt yuck. As you dash up behind Crank, you kind of jump off the wall. You pull your thunderchucks out and whatcha! Crack this thing upside the head. Its head caves in a little bit. You go for another hit with your thunderchucks again. But it kind of wishes past this thing as it seems to dodge out of the way. And as it does that, you follow up with another kick right to the side of the face, and its head goes flying off as the body slumps down to the ground.
Flint, you have eyes. What the hell is this thing?
Mean and ugly?
Good enough, I guess. And you can add dead.
Yeah, dead.
And also something I don't want to smell. Tomar, it's your turn. You don't
So
know,
it's dead.
you don't know what was going on out there. You couldn't really see, but you just heard some commotion coming from your friends.
Yeah. Gonna take and survey the area quickly. Well, that's disgusting. But Crank, you kind of need to see what's in this other room. We've got a situation in here.
Can't be any worse than this thing. And he points down to the pile of rotten flesh.
Kind of weird.
Okay.
Now move back, dismount, and investigate. Oh shit, I meant to do that under Tonor, but oh well.
Okay, you are dismounted.
Yeah, I'll investigate the area and see what I can figure out about the mechanism.
From what you can tell, there are strange runes that are written on these things. I'm going to say roll history. Do you have advantage on history checks? Oh, I think you do for mechanical objects, correct? Is that I think that's an artificer thing? Or you have advantage on investigation for how things work or something like that? I don't remember.
Possibly.
23.
Yeah, either way.
I mean, I roll pretty good either way.
The language is Celestial.
Okay.
You have not seen this other than just a few documents. And you don't really know anybody that can read it.
Right.
Um,
Of my research into like the infernal and celestial stuff that I've been researching, but it hasn't come to fruition yet.
Right.
Probably kind of thing.
yeah, but you definitely have seen this before. I would say roll. Actually, because of your research, roll intelligence to advantage.
A raw intelligence
Just a
roll.
straight intelligence roll with advantage.
Okay.
That fucking 20.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
You remember some very, very basic Celestial in a book that you had read one time.
To get the switch order.
Yep.
Okay.
You recognize these runes as numbers in Celestial. 1,
Okay.
2,
Yep.
3, 4.
Okay. I'm gonna jot that down in my notes real quick while I'm waiting for the others, and that'll up all of my actions for this little jaunt.
Verna is just gonna stand here awestruck, like, what the fuck? Like,
Flabbergasted. There's a statue of fucking Crank, but yeah.
yeah. She's just like, oh my god, that's the biggest leg I've ever been able to hide behind. Flint, it is your turn.
That double net 20 though.
Yeah, that was clutch.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ooh.
I need you to roll a dex save.
Why does the dwarf keep running off? What is going on here? Oh my god.
No!
Are we really gonna lose a character right now? Rip.
Maybe not. Hang on.
If you have inspiration, you might want to use it.
Oh, fuck! Okay, give me a second here. Hang on. Oh, god damn it. Okay, this is okay, there we go. Okay, because on that one, I'm going to say you don't get a chance to jump anywhere. You take 32 points of crushing damage, bludgeoning. As you move forward down the hall, you don't see the tripwire on the ground that's connected to some of the beams that are holding the roof up above your head. As you do so, the roof collapses in on you. You are currently buried under rock.
I'm at -6 hit points, by the way.
Yeah. And you're buried. Yeah, Crank sees this up ahead. Well, no, actually, hang on. He just barely sees it. He sees the rocks fall down around Flint and up in front of everybody. He says, "No!" He's going to rush up here. He's going to try and make a strength check to see if he can get some of these rocks off of you. Oh, come on, buddy, please. No. He's trying to move everything he can, but he can't seem to pick any of them. He pulls some of the little pebbles, but he's just getting infuriated by what just happened. Brad, it's your turn.
Can I do the same thing?
Yeah.
What do I need to roll?
Roll a strength check.
Here.
Or athletics, or... Yeah, strength or athletics, either one. I would say strength, probably.
So strength, not the athletic.
Right.
No, I have a bonus with athletics, though.
I mean, you can do athletics.
Yeah.
You can do athletics if you want.
I mean, it's gonna be the same, I think.
I mean, it's a difference between a not.
Yeah. Your choice, strength or athletics, either one you want.
If you, I guess it boils down to if you have proficiency in athletics. If you don't, yeah. I'm gonna send the
I
automaton.
don't have proficiency in athletics, but I have a bonus in athletics. Which would...
Yeah, you managed to move some of the smaller rocks, but you guys are making a small hole, but you still can't seem to get to Flint.
Well, it's running off on it. But anyway.
Yeah, it's the automaton.
Fuck.
It's the automaton's turn.
I'm gonna have it continue to even if it if I can take 10. I don't know if you know that term from 3rd edition or whatever, or just takes digging. It's gonna go out there and try and dig them out as I kind of look around.
Well, the problem is he is suffocating at the moment, so it's got to go by a turn-by-turn basis. You can't just take 10.
Okay, well, he's gonna do it as fast as he can. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. There.
Okay, yeah. automaton starts busting through these rocks. It starts making a big hole. You can kind of start seeing, you see Flint's arm and leg kind of sticking out from under some of the rocks. He's crushed under them, though. It's not looking good.
Okay.
Verna's going to poke her head out and just take a free action and haul her down the thing and say, "What happened? What's going on over there?"
We had a cave in.
Oh shit!
Flint is not looking good.
She's gonna keep moving over this way. Flint, I need you to make a death saving throw, please. That's a fail.
That's a dex save.
Oh yeah, that's a dex save. I need you to make a death save.
Oh,
which is just a straight
save.
D20 plus con. So it'll be a constitution.
It's just a straight D20.
Oh, no, yeah, there we go.
He's passed. He's fine. Okay, that's one save.
Yeah.
So you're good for now. You don't know what happened, but you feel the life just knocked out of you. There is pain all over your body.
Mm-hmm.
Your bones feel like they have just been shattered. Crank, come on, buddy. Now, Crank's still trying to move some of the smaller rocks off. There's some that are just kind of wedged there. It's kind of hard for him to move things. He can't seem to really get anything. Brad, it's your turn. Brad,
nice.
you tell everyone to stand back. You focus your key in on your fist. Everyone gets out of your way. You put your palms together and just bust a fucking hole through the middle of this debris. You can see Flint laying in front of you. He is crushed. There is blood everywhere. His body is mangled. He is not responsive. It is the automaton's turn.
I'll have the automaton drag him out so he's not in danger any further.
Roll a medical check. For the automaton.
Automaton, medical check. Okay, that's not going to go well. Considering it's not even on its skills check. Wisdom.
Yes.
Untrained would be just a straight wisdom check. Mm-hmm. This is going to go not as bad as I thought.
You barely made it.
Yeah.
You don't know if sending a giant robot to try and pull a mangled body out of a rock pile that, might be bleeding out would be a good idea. But you managed to do it, and somehow you don't completely fuck him over worse than he is.
And then, with my action, I will.
I'll pull him here.
I don't have stabilize the dying, but getting him positive will help, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cure wounds then. What does it go? What's that happening here? Oh, okay. It's asking what level up.
Well.
Let's see. What?
Oh, right. I forgot to put... Okay, yeah. I forgot to put you in the turn order, so yeah.
Yeah, you haven't put me in the thing. I was acting at the same.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to consume a second level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Roll 2d8 plus your spell mod.
Plus my intelligence mod. 8.
Okay. Your automaton kind of pulls Flint's mangled body out from this wreckage, and you kind of lean down Obi-Wan style and place your hand on his mangled chest. As you do so, light kind of ebbs into his form. You see his broken bones kind of mend a little bit, and as you do so, Flint, you let in a big breath of air as you can finally breathe again, but oh my god, this fucking hurts!
Yeah. What happened there?
How many hit points do I get back?
You got back 14. Or 18, you got back 18.
18.
Yeah.
18. It'll be 18.
So you were only -3, right?
Okay, that puts me back at 12 then.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know that should, does that automatically stabilize somebody when they're back to positive?
Yeah, when you bring it back to positive, it automatically stabilizes them.
Okay. They no longer have to do death saves and stuff. Okay, that was my main goal. Is just get him out of the death save cycle.
I'm gonna give him these 2 potions he gave. Yeah, the minor healing potions.
Okay. Flint, you are under your own power now if you want to slam one of those potions. They're minor healing, so they're just 1d4.
Yeah, I gave you 2.
Yeah, you can drink both if you want. Yeah, so you gain back another 4 HP. Crank just looks down at you like, what the fuck were you thinking?
No room to go into that little cave, so I just thought I'd go up here and make sure nothing came and attacked while y'all were fiddle.
He points down at you. That's not your job.
Who the fuck you tell me what to do, Tin Man?
I'm captain of the goddamn guard.
What guards?
Crank's pissed. He's going to go back over to the statue.
It's now passable without getting.
No, there's still lots of rocks in the way. It's
Okay.
Yeah, you were able to get enough rocks out of the way to get Flint, but you can't get through there now.
Clear it before we can move forward down that way. Fuck. All right. Well, crisis of.
Yep.
That was not good.
Yeah, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and end there for tonight. Oh my god, Abram, please don't make me kill another one of your characters.
Why? I like rerolling characters. I was doing for the. I mean, how many people can you fit in that little fucking room? I'm like, I'm not going to sit out here. I'm just going to go and look further down the path.
Oh my god.
And then, lo and behold, before I got knocked freak out, I saw a gold chest
Yeah, you did.
that now we can't get to.
That you know of.
I saw shiny stuff.
So, here's what happened. You rolled the nat 1.
Yep.
I rolled severity. I rolled a 17.
Oh, for the trap, you rolled like an attack roll or something?
No, I rolled severity on the nat 1, and the nat 1
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
was a 17, which is super bad.
Alright.
That's severity on a D100, and the lower you roll on that, the worse it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was super fucking bad. So you took double damage from the trap, which didn't roll that much to begin with, so you got lucky there.
Yeah. Well, he's a druid too. He probably has some cure wounds or something going.
Yeah, and if you'd gotten close to the deck save, I would have said you could either jump forward or jump back. Jump forward, you would have been separated from your party. You jump back, you would have been okay, but you would still take him damage. But since you rolled a nat 1, it caved in on you.
Yikes.
You got lucky.
And I managed to piss off Crank too.
Yeah, you pissed off Craig too.
Just because he's like, you almost died.
Yeah, you got lucky he didn't die again.
Yeah.
For the better good of the